Good morning students. In the last lecture we discussed the moment of inertia of the ring about the different axes. Today we are going to discuss the moment of inertia of another regular body, that is the uniform disk. So as we see the moment of inertia of the ring about the different axes, in this lecture we are going to see the moment of inertia of the disk about the different axes. So for that, consider a disk of mass capital M. Consider a disk of mass capital M and the radius capital R. Okay, now we define a term which is nothing but the linear density, which is denoted by rho. This rho is equal to mass divided by area. This mass divided by area. For the whole disk, we can say that this rho is equal to, what is rho is equal to? It is mass, that is capital M, and area, it is equal to phi r square. So we can also write this rho is equal to mass upon area, which is equal to capital M upon pi r square as the linear density of this whole disk. Now consider that this disk is divided into number of rings of thickness dr, and we are considering such ring which is situated at a distance r from the axis of rotation having thickness dr. The thickness is so small that we are considering the radius is equal to r. So we are considering here that this disk is made up of the number of thin rings having thickness dr, which are situated at a distance r from the axis of rotation. So if you want to consider the area, calculate the area of this small ring, so we can find out the area of this small thin ring is length multiplied by breadth. So this is a circular ring, okay, and what is the length of the circular ring? It is nothing but the circumference of that ring. And what is the circumference? It is equal to 2 pi r. And what is the breadth? What is the thickness? The thickness is equal to dr. So we can write the area of the small ring is equal to 2 pi r into dr. This is the area of this small ring. Now we calculate this rho for the whole disk, that is m upon pi r square. Now we are going to find out the rho for this small ring. So what is the rho is equal to? This rho is equal to mass. So if we consider the mass of this small element is equal to dm, and area, so this is the area, it is equal to 2 pi r into dr. So we can write this dm is equal to 2 pi r dr multiplied by rho. So what is this dm? This dm is nothing but the mass of this small ring. Now what is the moment of inertia? What is the moment of inertia of this small ring about this axis of rotation? So the moment of inertia we can calculate it as this moment of inertia I is equal to integration of r square dm. What is r square? R is nothing but the distance from the axis of rotation, and we consider here the distance of this ring from the axis of rotation is equal to r. So we write here I, there is the moment of inertia of the small ring is equal to integration of r square dm, and the value of this r is from 0 to the radius of the disk, that is capital R. So integration r square dm from the limit 0 to r. Now we are going to solve this equation. As we know, this is r square, and what is dm? So dm is equal to 2 pi r dr multiplied by rho from the limit 0 to r. Now we are going to solve this equation. Okay. So what is the constant? This pi, 2 pi and this rho. They are the constant. So we can write here 2 pi rho integration 0 to r. It is equal to r square multiplied by r is equal to r cube into dr. So it is equal to 2 pi rho into, what is the integration of r cube? It is equal to r to the power 4 divided by 4 within the limit 0 to r. So it is equal to 2 pi rho r to the power 4. So we keep this capital R instead of the small r. So we can write here capital R to the power 4 divided by 4. So in this case we get it is equal to pi rho r to the power 4 and it is divided by 2. But we know what is rho equal to, this pi into, what is rho? This rho is equal to m upon pi r square. So we can write this m divided by pi r square into r to the power 4. It is divided by 2. So this pi and pi get cancelled and this r square get cancelled. So we can write here it is m r square divided by 2. So what is this? This is the moment of inertia of this whole disc about this axis of rotation, which is passing through the center and perpendicular to the plane of the disc. Now we know the moment of inertia in this case, so we can calculate the moment of inertia about the different axes. Okay, so which are the different axes? We are going to see the moment of inertia of the disc about the diameter. Okay, so what is the moment of inertia about the diameter? Let's see. Consider the disc like this. We already calculated the moment of inertia of the disc about this axis. So we draw here two diameters. This diameter first and this is the second diameter. Okay, consider this is the z axis, this is y axis and this is x axis. Now according to the perpendicular axis theorem, why we use here perpendicular axis theorem? Because here these three mutually perpendicular axes are there. So we can say that the moment of inertia about the z axis is equal to moment of inertia about the x axis plus moment of inertia about the y axis. So Iz is equal to Ix plus Iy. This is the perpendicular axis theorem. But what is Iz, what is Ix and what is Iy? So Ix and Iy, they both are the moment of inertia about the diameter. As the diameter of the disc are same, so we can say that the moment of inertia of the disc about the x-axis and about the y-axis, they both are same. So we can write here this Ix is equal to Iy. And what is Iz? Iz is the moment of inertia of this disc about the axis passing through center and perpendicular to the plane. And we have already calculated the value of this mr square divided by 2. So here we keep the value of Iz is equal to mr square divided by 2. So therefore we can write this Iz is equal to, what is this? Ix and Iy, they both are same. So we can write here it is 2 into x. So Iz is equal to mr square divided by 2, which is equal to 2 into Ix. So therefore Ix is equal to mr square divided by 4. Similarly, Iy is also equal to mr square divided by 4. So what is this? This is the moment of inertia of the disc about the diameter. As the all diameters of the disc are same, moment of inertia about any diameter will be also same. So moment of inertia of the disk about the diameter is equal to mr square divided by 4. Now we discuss another moment of inertia, another type of moment of inertia about different axis, that is the tangent in plane. That is the tangent in plane. Okay. So consider this is the disk and this is the axis about which, and this is the moment of inertia about the diameter. What is this? This is nothing but the radius on the disk. As these two axes are parallel to each other, we can say that we are using here the parallel axis theorem, according to which I0 is equal to IC plus MH square. But what is I0 here? I0 is equal to IC. IC is the moment of inertia of this disk about the center. If we know the moment of inertia of this IC, then we can calculate I0, IO. Okay, so what is IC? IC is the moment of inertia about the diameter, and the diameter moment of inertia is mr square by 4. So you can write here this mr square divided by 4 plus m into h square. What is h? H is the distance between two parallel axes, and the distance between two parallel axes is r, and its square, that is mr square. So what is this? It is equal to mr square, it is 1 by 4 plus 1, which is equal to 5 by 4 mr square. This is the moment of inertia about the tangent in plane. Now this tangent can be remain in the perpendicular plane also, and if it is perpendicular plane, so we can take out the moment of inertia as we use again the parallel axis theorem for the tangent in plane. So suppose this is a disk and this is the tangent perpendicular to the plane, and this is the axis passing to the center perpendicular to the plane, like this. Okay, so what is this? This is the distance between two axes, that is equal to r. What is this? This is equal to IC, and this is equal to I0. So according to the parallel axis theorem, you can write I0 is equal to IC plus MH square. Okay, so what is IC? IC is moment of inertia about the center of mass, and the center of mass moment of inertia is mr square divided by 2. Okay, so we can write here plus, it is m. What is h? H is nothing but the radius, it is r square. So it is equal to mr square in bracket 1 by 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3 by 2 mr square. So what is this? This is the moment of inertia of the disk about the tangent which is perpendicular to the plane of the disk. So in this way, today we discuss the moment of inertia of the disk about the different axes. In the next lecture, we discuss the moment of inertia of another regular body, that is nothing but the solid sphere. Okay, so it is enough for today. Have a good day. Bye.